Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm gonna go ahead and do up a couple of different sheaths, but of the same style. I'll be doing one up for this guy here. So camel's toe, Damascus knife, and it's Gerber drop point. This is going to be that design that I talked about in one of my previous videos. Uh, where I'm going to be designing it slightly different than what I normally do. So, going to see how it turns out. Alright, so, as you saw, guys, this is a slightly different style of sheath that I'm making. And it's, hold on. This design is a cross, it's meant to be a cross between a straight belt sheath like this one that I made up. Man, this lighting is terrible. It's meant to be a cross between a straight belt sheath and this kind of a pancake style sheath that I made. It's meant to be a cross between the two to be able to pivot, make a pivot off of the belt, and, well, to be able to come up at an angle and go straight, depending on like if you're sitting down or whatever the situation is. Now, I'm not staking claim to this design because the likelihood that somebody else came up with this design is high. So like I said, I'm not staking claim to this sheath design. It's just one that I've been trying to process in my head. Best design anyways. I like this design, but I don't like it sticking into my side. This one I like, but it always gets caught up in a chair or seat belt or something. Always gets caught up. Now, I did make this for this little Gerber. And I made both designs for this one. But I want to be wearing these, well, at least one of them, be trying it out, be working on it, and seeing how well I like it. I don't know if I will. But as you saw, I did two different types of treatments on this. I did the mink oil and the neat's foot oil. And the end result's kind of the same, but after applying it multiple times. But I was wanting to show you. This here, this has got my ferro rod in it. You may have seen it on a previous video. This one has strictly mink oil on it, and I only put the mink oil on it every once in a while, just to lather it on, and I'll heat it up a little bit, and just to make sure all the white is off this as much as possible. But I don't think you'll ever get rid of it, because like in the thread here, come on, focus on this. Like right there, right below my finger. I know it's really fuzzy and it's not wanting to focus. But right below there, I don't want to have the open flame too close to that, because I don't want to melt the threading. But this one here, this one I haven't made a video on just because I didn't. This one's strictly neat's foot oil. And the reason why this one's so dark is because after I completed it, I let it sit on the dashboard of the truck and just for a few days, just let it sit there and sunbathe. But I had coated this thing multiple times. I mean, I coated it multiple times. Twice a day for like 3 or 4 days. And then I set it up onto the dash and I let the sun just kind of beat down on it, and it turned it into this color. This really dark color, which I kind of like. So I did the neat's foot on this one and the mink oil on this one. So I'll end up putting more layers on both of them, and go ahead and see what the sun does to it. I just wanted to mention the sun part, because it seems like the heat and the radiation from the sun and the heat from the truck really makes these things, makes this stick out quite a bit. This one was just simply, every once in a while it was outside, and primarily got the color from the torch, as you guys might have saw on doing this one up. and have seen it on my other videos where I just put it on there and heat it up, put the minka oil on there, heat it up again, and going back and forth. So, just something I was wanting to mention to you guys. I'm still learning some of this stuff. I'm trying to make my stuff look a little bit prettier, I guess you can say. My hair is a mess, and I'm trying to make myself look my stuff, not myself, make my stuff look a little bit better. And because I plan on start making a bunch of stuff and selling it at the local farmers market, so I'm trying to weed out some of this stuff, trying to critique some of my work. So most of the sheaths I've made will be on display at the farmers markets, and I'll have to take orders specifically for those. And I'll also be sharpening knives as well. I will have a stockpile of some stuff, but not a whole lot. Just basic stuff. So, on with the video verse. Alright, so this video verse is in Hebrews chapter 2, verses 1 through 4. It says, "For this reason we must pay attention all the more to what we have heard, so that we will not drift away. For if the message spoken through angels was legally binding, and every transgression and disobedience received a just punishment, how will we escape if we neglect such a great salvation? This salvation had its beginning when it was spoken of by the Lord, and it was confirmed to us by those who heard him. At the same time, God also testified by signs and wonders, various miracles, and distributions of gifts from the Holy Spirit according to his will." And that's Hebrews chapter 2, verses 1 through 4. And I'll see you guys in the next one.